Hello, I'm currently outside with my chickens, as you do, so you have to bear with their sound in the background and me darting maybe to go and check on them every now and then. I have an incense currently lit to if I cleanse the space by fire. But it helps, incense and aromatherapy as well, you know, it's nice. I often spend a lot of time in thought, and I've realised that's not necessarily the right thing. What we should do is just channel our higher selves, you know, channel what we want to be as opposed to what we are at this current vibration. So I've got this the Lemurian sea crystal, another one, and a beautiful rose quartz to raise the frequencies up so I can channel the Archangel Metatron. And I'm going to dive straight in. I don't know what he'll say. He just said he wanted to do another channel video, so we're not going to waste time. We're going to get straight in, and we're going to do it. So I'll just shut my eyes and get myself into a nice meditative state. So I'm going into my prism of light. I invite the Archangel Metatron in. You have to excuse my throat. And he asks, you know, do you want me to do this? I say yes. And now, come through. Channeling. I am the Archangel. I am the Archangel Metatron, along with the Archangel Micheal. This form may be young, and you may look at this form and judge certain things. But know the being speaking and the energy you will eventually recognize. This energy of Archangel Metatron, along with the assistance of Archangel Micheal. We are of light, and we are of love. That does not mean all of us are good, all of us are bad, all of us are a certain perception. We are not permanent, we are like you, although we are beyond time, and in turn being beyond time, we are not restricted to the same thoughts and emotions that you experience here on Earth. So it is easier for us to raise frequencies up and alter frequencies. If you call on us for assistance, we can help you. If you do not call on us, there is only so much we can do for you. We are raising the resonance of the Earth. If you ask, we can raise the resonance of you. If you do not ask, we cannot raise your resonance. In turn, you will have to raise it yourself. If this is your belief system, so be it. Be strong in yourself and raise it up your own vibration via your own means. But if you say you are raising your vibration, altering your lifestyle, making your life better, but you are not genuinely manifesting these things and becoming better, becoming higher frequency, as opposed to just saying, I am altering my frequency. I am becoming higher frequency in this certain area, in this one aspect of life. People who embody things, embody aspects of life, embody words, perceptions, they do not say often they are this perception because they embody it. They emit this vibration. It's like me saying, I am a man with short hair. Obviously Jack, the man with short hair. But this does not mean this is all I am. But it is a perception, and this is something that I do resonate at. You know, I'm currently resonating through the man with short hair. This does not mean it is all we are, or it is all we can be. Your resonance, although low to a degree, in relation to what you will become. It is low, of course, but in relation to where you have come from, you have raised up so high in such a short space of time. Everybody's prisms are growing. It's only a matter of time until this light comes through everybody, and everybody will start to choose to wake up. One sec. Come on, girls. Come on. Come. Come this way. Sorry. Just my chickens being annoying. Not annoying, but just being chickens, really. Anyway, sorry, Metatron. Sorry, viewers, let me get back to it. The vibration you are promoting is one where you should grow, not diminish your light as time passes. Your light should grow as time passes. For light to truly grow as time passes, you must fully commit yourself to this path, fully commit yourself to what you want to become, and fully understand yourself. If you can't understand yourself, how can you understand somebody separate to you? If you perceive yourself as oneness, you look at somebody else as oneness. This vibration is a lot easier to maintain with that level of love and knowing. But if you don't embody that level of love and knowing, how can you truly embody a higher consciousness on this earth permanently? It's easy to raise your vibration. It's easier to lower your vibration quickly, change your emotion. But to maintain this level of emotion or peace or joy or what you want to be, this emotional energy, this emotional construct of energy, is very temporary. What you should be aspiring for is peace, joy, love, not just fleeting happiness in individual moments. You should go into experiences looking for life lessons as opposed to going to experiences for this human form to enjoy something. It is more than just enjoying. You are always learning, always growing. To grow is to know. To know is to grow. These are cyclical. These are symbiotic. These are one. One, you cannot have light without knowing. Light is awareness. For you to brighten your light, you must become more aware. All this means is you have more control over your own thought, your own emotion, your own being, your own acting, your own... Every aspect of your life you will control. If you were to be seventh dimensional, you would be able to do things that, if I were to speak now, you wouldn't even believe were fathomable. To move objects with your mind wasn't even the start of it. This was something that was child's play to most. The time now is to grow. And your time is always to know and to grow. Because you are here, the same I am here, to embody a higher level of consciousness on this earth. So it is what we will do. And for you, watching, it is only a matter of time until judgment and perceptions such as these dissipate. You may sit here and you may continue judging, perceiving things with your current perceptions, or you can perceive them in the moment as off of what this person is doing and their intention, as opposed to judging it from society's and in turn your eyes. It should be your own eye as opposed to society's eye in which you are viewing. These things are not what you want to promote long term if you want to raise your frequency, because other people in society obviously will not want to raise their frequency because it's not currently their life path. If you want to raise your frequency and they do not, this is going to be an issue for you, especially if your vibration is new and not yet strong. And in turn, you will find it harder to maintain this new unknown frequency if you can't ground yourself properly, if you can't balance yourself properly, if you can't, etc., etc. All these aspects that you will learn to know and love these aspects of life are temporary, but the awareness you carry on beyond is always there. This is unchanging. If I were to die right, if I, as in the Metatron, currently in Jack, were to die, which is impossible, but the consciousness would be transferred. So in turn, say, a future lifetime of mine as Metatron is of such a different frequency where this realm is ever-changing. And in turn, you are ever-changing. Do not stagnate yourself on the things of the past, because if you do, you will be stuck there. You have a choice. Be stuck there in the past with your current perceptions, or move now to the now moment, where you have all power and you can change all things. Change everything in a moment. You could be a killer and change yourself into a lover. You could be a lover and change yourself into, I don't know, what else? Who doesn't want to be a lover? Anyway. Know your frequency is strong, and it will only get stronger. With time, with love, you shall grow, and with light, you shall know. I have been the Archangel Metatron, and I thank you for listening, and I thank you for your service. Wow, that's so high frequency. It's so weird when you like come out of the channeling state. As I open my eyes, it's like I can feel his consciousness step away, because he's made of light. It's non-physical, so it's not it's not like a weight or a physical feeling. It's a energetic feeling, and it's like energetically my eyes, as I, all right, thank you, as I open my eyes, they will like when I come out of that meditative state, so I was really distracting with all the birds in the background. Yeah, bark, you too, yeah, all right. I suppose it's worse luck to have. I can't remember what I was talking about now. Oh well, I guess it's, not meant to be. I can just feel the Archangel Metatron when he steps away. That's what it's all about. The amount of light and love I feel, the amount of peace I feel, it just gets stronger every time I channel. So I'm just going to keep going with this. I'm just going to keep channeling, keep putting these videos up, and I hope you like them, whoever is watching. If you judge this, fair enough. I probably would judge it if I didn't have the right understanding as well. It's only a matter of time until things like me channeling becomes a norm in society, and things like crystal healing and knowledge from higher dimensions and other beings and non-physical entities and people working with non-physical entities. Like if I were to say to a religious group, I'm working with God, I'm working with archangels, that would be wholly fine. That'd be, yeah, cool, you're working with archangels, this is of God. But if I said to, say, a follower of Islam, necessarily they might perceive them as jinn as opposed to an angel, because you do have good jinn and bad jinn, but they could perceive it as a certain way. Like, for example, you have Archangel Micheal, Archangel Gabriel, Gabriel, for example. But then when it comes to Metatron, the names are transpired, can be perceived as wrong. So if I say I'm channeling Metatron, they might perceive it as, an aspect of the jinn or Dajjal, or like basically the Satan version, just from via a misunderstanding, which is, for me, it's annoying, because we have such a strong consciousness designed for love, designed for soul. And when it's clouded by judgment of something that is not the self, by this I mean something that is from the past, like past written word, a man writing word, I don't feel like we should follow necessarily that. I think you should definitely read it and understand that somebody perceived this way. Take it in. But I don't think you should embody that just off of it was in a book. I think you should embody it because in your heart you know that to be right. You should go off of your own moral compass and in turn the written word, as opposed to going off of written word And it doesn't matter what my heart thinks. I might think this is wrong, but I'm going to say it anyway because it's in a book. You know, that to me doesn't make sense. You should follow your heart. It's just a bit of advice that I want to give, you know. In following your heart, you can't go wrong. And I'm following my heart, and I love life. You know, I do. And it's a nice thing to be able to experience it. It's a nice thing to be able to connect with God's source energy in a way where it only promotes light, only promotes love. I'm not hurting anyone. I'm not working with any entity that is negative or wants harm on me or wants harm on anything. You know, like, so mainly I work with the Archangel Metatron. Because I'm quite an old soul, you get to a certain level and you only really resonate with sort of the higher echelon of beings. And for me, Archangel Metatron is the one I resonate with, and he's pretty high frequency on the scale, as I said in my previous video. If you want to give that a view if you fancy it. I can't think of anything else that I want to say other than relax. Take the time you need to heal yourself, you know, because time will only get quicker as we raise in frequency. So you'll have less time to relax and do these things because time's going to speed up. It has been since before 2012 realistically, but since 2012 dramatically. Since the harmonic convergence, I always say it wrong, but you know what I mean. Convergence, that sounds right. But yeah, these aspects of life we're coming into, it will just be love and light, and ego will exist, but it will not be like ego controlling. It will be like heart controlling, and ego will exist. So my name will still be Jack, but what we will value more is what my soul has to say, as opposed to what the ego has to say, which I think is a lovely thing to promote, you know, a lovely aspect of light to give to the world. I thank you for listening. If you have listened to this far, I'm quite surprised. Good on you, I guess. I'm sure I'll do this again soon. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you nature and birds for ing. Thank you chickens for distracting me earlier, but that's fine, you know, all a part of life, We don't choose our lessons, we choose how we deal with them. Right, see you next week, guys.